I'm here. Just thought I'd pop on and have a little conversation about a few things. Got a few things to show you. And I thought we could talk about a little subject that comes up a lot and hang out some and chat. I got some stuff that's really interesting to show you. Really interesting. Really interesting. Maybe while I'm waiting, I'll paint another page. You should say hi to me. Hello, hello. I hate to be rude and turn my back if there's people here. Uh-oh. Somebody's saying something. Anyway, I think I'll paint a page while I'm waiting. But I got some good stuff to tell you and some good stuff to show you and some good stuff to talk about. And I'm working on my Book of Shadows, following Tangerine Layla. Well, I am painting a lot of my pages white because I want to be able to write right on the pages. So I'm painting them a flat white so that I can do that. And I'm just waiting for people to come into the room. So if you're in here right now and you think I'm being rude, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. I just figured I'd do a page while I waited. Of course, this is a picture page, so I have to be a little darker on it. Although it's kind of cool to have that showing through. Hey, Dangerous. You have a message for me? No, go ahead. Hey, Shauna. Is it super private, Dangerous? If it's not super private, go right ahead. I was just painting a page while I was waiting for people to come in. you guys doing? I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. And I am. I definitely am. You're right, Dangerous. They're right. Okay. Okay. I sent you a message too, so I'll connect with you as soon as I'm done with live, if you're available. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. Yes, Shauna, I just figured while I was waiting I'd throw some paint on. I'm using some white paint on mine. I appreciate it, Dangerous. I really do. I can't tell you how much because it's a message I needed. Is it my negative energy or the other person's? That's all I need to ask you. Hi, Raven. How you doing, honey? Good to see you in here. Oh, spring break. That's awesome, Shauna. Yay! Spring break. Is that a good thing? Sometimes it can be a good thing. Sometimes not so much. Others. Okay. That's what I thought. Thank you, Dangerous. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much I needed to know that. Shaking my camera again. I can't tell you how much I needed to know that. Seriously. I got some stuff coming my way. I can feel it, so. I needed to hear that. Yay, Austin. Austin is going at it. Shauna Nana has a little, he's 9 years old. Not quite 10. Almost 10. I will definitely connect with you in a few minutes, Dangerous. Well, I was waiting for Jen to go live. I love you to pieces, Dangerous. I love you so much. I love you so much. I can't even tell you. You helped me out so much. Get to your weight spell. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like that. Okay, baby. I'm glad you like that so much. I'm so glad. I had someone request that, and I don't honestly remember exactly who it was, and I'm terrible for that, but someone requested that, and I wanted to get it out there. I know you do, baby. I can tell by your reads. And by the fact that you came in here to tell me that, that's proof enough right there. I had someone request that, and I was just like, I kind of put it off for a few days, and I thought, I need to get that out there because she obviously needed it. So I spent some time putting that one together. No, she hasn't come on today. I've been waiting all day for her, so I thought, I'm going to throw one up there and get my friends together because I missed everybody. I feel really guilty when people request a video from me and I don't get it out there. I feel really guilty. Oh, you're so welcome, Raven. I need to lose about 60 or 70 myself. So I did that jar for me, but I'm glad that it helped other people because it's a good jar. It's a good spell, and I've been needing to do it for quite a while, so it was a good thing for me to get off my rump. Yeah. Yeah, Dangerous. I missed my friends. I haven't seen them in a couple days. I actually saw some yesterday, but I was packing most of the day, so I didn't get to really interact a lot. So I thought, I'm going to get on, and I have a good subject, and I have a few things to talk about, and I have some things to really talk about. So I'm kind of waiting to see if some more people come on, because I have something that I did the other day that I really want to update people on, and then I have some other things to talk about, and I thought we could throw some witchy subjects out there, and yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. I have gotten so many new hugs in the last few days that I am just shocked and happy and thrilled and also a little nervous and just happy, happy, happy. Oh, I miss my friends so much. Hi, Jumiki. Good to see you, babe. Welcome. Glad to see you. I was just telling everybody I was waiting for some people to get here so I could talk about some news and show some things and get this conversation going. My eyes are really bugging me today, and I'm not even wearing makeup, so I don't know why, but they really are. Amen to that, Dangerous. Everybody is beautiful the way they are. I love my friends so much. I love everybody. It's not just my friends. I love everybody. Even people other people don't love. I love everybody. I'm such an empath. I feel nothing but love all the time. Oh, Raven. Well, welcome, sister. Welcome. You know, being a baby witch doesn't mean anything because baby witches are sometimes much more wise than us crones, and that's the honest truth. Baby witches have new ideas, and they're very innovative, and it's fresh to come up. Us crones really appreciate baby witches, and that's the honest truth. At least if I'm a love bug. It's the truth. I am, especially if you're an open witch. There are witches who say baby witches have no place, but you know what? I am not one of those. I am not one of those. I appreciate baby witches because they teach me so much. They teach me every bit as much as I can teach them, and that's the honest truth. I don't know why my eyes are bugging me, but maybe I'll put my 6 eyes on and that'll help. So don't laugh at me. Don't judge. Everybody does learn their own path. Right? I know nothing about being one either, and I've been one for 30-something years. No, you just do what you do. Guys, can I just take 1 minute? Please, just 1 sec. I need to make a phone call, and you're going to hear one end of it, but I don't want to hang up. I mean, I don't want to get out of this, so just give me 1 sec. I just need to see if it's bad news or just a conversation. Come on. If it's just a conversation, I can get off here. I can get off the phone, but if it's bad news, I'll have to get off the live. Oh, I'm calling on the wrong phone. That phone doesn't let me hear what they're saying for some reason. I have 2 phones. Isn't that ridiculous? One that actually works and one that actually just works on text. It's ridiculous. Sorry. Don't mean to take my time out away from you guys. Hey, Red Man, welcome. Good to see you. No, Mama's gone. I'm calling my daughter. Hey, is everything okay? Can I call you back? I'm on a live stream right now. Is that okay? Is it going to be okay, or do you need me right this second? Okay. All you have to do is tell them that you haven't worked. But you haven't worked. You don't have any documents. And you don't have them? I have no idea if you did or used H&R Block, honey. You can call H&R Block and find out. I have no idea. But I'll have to call you back, okay? I love you. Okay, bye. Tax problems. Tax problems and youngins. Sorry about that, guys. I just needed to make sure she was okay. Hey, Heather. How you doing, honey? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I told her to call H&R Block, but she evidently went through TurboTax and can't remember her login information and needs to get some proof that of something or other. I don't know. Call them. Hey, Danny Priest, how you doing? Welcome. So, okay, before we get started on this topic and conversation, I've got to show you something. Candy, I want to call you Mama Lunea. Call me that, baby. Call me that. I'm happy with anything. Just don't call me late for dinner. So remember my spirit doll, the doll I bought so that I could get my spirit Victoria Marie to move into her so that I could take her with me when I moved to Texas. So I bought a doll and I was working on getting Victoria Marie to move into the doll so I could take her with me to Texas because I felt like she was going to be lonely if I left her in the house. Right? Does everybody remember that? Let me wait and make sure everybody knew. Because if you guys didn't know in this chat, I want to catch you up. Let me just wait. Victoria, yes. Okay. Okay, so for those who don't know, I'll just run quick. I have a spirit in my house. She likes to play in the kitchen. She jangles around things. One time, she opened the front door when it was locked, and that kind of got me worried. But other than that, she's done nothing that's been bad other than jangle things around in the kitchen and I feel things because I'm an empath. She just feels really lonely and like she's been here a while. So I bought a doll. I got that from Lady Grave Dancer. I've been working with Victoria for quite a while, but I got a doll and I've been working with her to try to get her in the doll. Well, a few nights ago, I was on a live and I could smell what I smell from the kitchen. I could smell that smell. And I think I got her in the doll. I'm pretty sure because I'm going to show you something. I don't know if you guys remember how the doll leaned back. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Look how straight this doll sits up. It wasn't doing that. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was leaning way back. Like when I would sit it on the shelf, it would lean all the way back to my oil cabinet. And now it sits. So I don't know if you can see how well it sits, but let me sit it on my table here and move my camera down. Let me scoot her over. Can you see her sitting almost straight up? Is that unbelievable or what? I can't believe how straight she's sitting, and my daughter is freaking out too because she was literally leaning like this when she sat up, and now she's sitting up almost all the way. And she's so beautiful. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy because I truly think that my favorite spirit in the whole wide world has found a home, and I get to take her with me. You sit there, pretty girly. So anyway, that's my cool news. Is that awesome or whatever? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I think I get to take her with me, and that just makes me so happy. And yeah, I'm pretty sure. And no, Redmond, she's not for sale. At work he opens cabinets. Dangerous. Yeah, she's opened a couple cabinets, but that's not her normal. Her normal is that she just moves silverware around and makes pots kind of clang here and there. I've found the fridge cracked open a time or two, but mostly it's just moving stuff. I'm not selling her, Red Man. I love her too much. I know, isn't that cool, Heather? Steven, huh? Follows you everywhere. He is. He's being a little stinker. Anyway, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So that's all I wanted. I wanted her to move in there so badly so that I could take her with me. That was just, I was really worried about just leaving her here because I didn't know what the next people would do, like if they'd have the house cleansed or something and kind of just get rid of her, or I didn't know what would happen, and I just wanted to take her with me so bad because I wanted her to feel not lonely. You know, I try to really make her not feel lonely. So happy. So happy. Anyway, so that's that. Oh, I have like a super mini haul to show you. I have a friend in Saudi Arabia, and she sent me a couple of items. The first one is a head wrap. She sent me a lace head wrap. Isn't that beautiful? Lace head wrap. She sent me that from Saudi Arabia. I am probably going to use it as an altar cloth. Not the kind you drip wax on though. And it smells so perfumey. And it's still got the tag. It's brand new. It's still got the tag, and it's all in Arabic. I can't read it. And she blotched out the price tag. And then she sent me this wall hanging tapestry. I don't know if you can see it very well. Is that cool or what? And it's made in Syria. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, isn't that cool? Wall tapestry and a, isn't that cool? Aw, that's nice of you, Shauna. Yeah, let's hug each other's channels. Yeah, I thought that was really nice of her to send me those. I thought that was really sweet. I haven't talked to her in ages, so I thought that was extremely nice. I just got them out of the blue. And man, the package was torn to hell. I don't know how the letter stayed in there because the package was just all torn up. I'll show you. just all, oh, I probably shouldn't show you her address, but anyway, look at that. Just torn to shit. And that was the way it was. I mean, it was torn all the way to here. I just barely opened any of it, just this much. The rest of it was torn wide open. All of this was torn wide open. And how that letter and all that stuff stayed in there, I'll never know. But it was in there. And she told me what she sent, so those were the two things in there. So I was shocked that it even made it this far without all falling out. Actually, she doesn't know I'm moving. I need to contact her and let her know. And I need to send her my new address because so she can write me back, because by the time she writes me back, I'll be gone already. So it did have a long travel, and it looks like it just went through hell. I mean, I hope my stuff I sent her a while back didn't look like that when she got it, because that would be terrible. Did you know you cannot send herbs or spices of any kind to Saudi Arabia? It's absolutely illegal to send any type of herb or spice to the country of Saudi Arabia from anywhere other than the country of Saudi Arabia. If you're in Saudi, you can send herbs back and forth to one another, but you can't send them into the country. And it doesn't matter if they're legal herbs or not. You just can't do it. It doesn't matter. I love that you guys are changing information. I love that. Love it. So, let me see. There was one more thing I was going to tell you before. Oh, on Tuesday, or maybe it's going to be Wednesday. No, I think it's Tuesday. Then I'm going to have an actual haul video. Oh, yeah. Australia, that's awesome. Definitely ask for some sand and some shells. Definitely. Oh, that's cool, Redman. That's cool. And some stones. Yes, Heather. A demon. You definitely want some sand. Sand is a really powerful item. Do you know sand is just quartz ground up? So sand is a really powerful item, and so is seashells. Yeah, definitely sand. Oh yeah? It worked. Did you send all your intention, Redman? I mean, did you mean it and send your intention into it? Because if you did, it worked. Any kind of stones. Shauna, you could even get stones off the beach. Any kind of stones. They're from Australia. I hate autocorrect too. I hate it. And you know what I do is speech to text a lot, speak to text. So if you ever get an Instagram message from me that makes no sense, you'll know why. Awesome, Redman, then it worked. Trust me. If you meant it, it worked. I agree, Heather. Stones from nature, that's the way to go. Damn, I was going to show you guys something else or tell you something that happened that was really cool, and I cannot think of it to save my life. I was just waiting for everybody to get on. I was going to tell you about the doll. I was going to show you my Saudi gifts, and I was going to tell you something else. But I don't remember what, because I'm old and I didn't write it down. Sea glass would be awesome. I have something. I have a jar of sea glass. I put it somewhere though. I have red in here and blue and brown and green and super light green and white. I even have a pink one and an orange one. Anyway, it's really cool. You can't even see the colors through the camera. Not really. That sucks. Anyway, you didn't distract me, Red Man. Hi, Shakti. Welcome. I'm fine. How do you do? It's nice to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, and I have a big vase in the other room. Oh, I think I packed that one already. But it's like, it goes like this, and then gets thin, and it is stuffed clear full. I got those at a thrift store. I got mine for $2.50, and the big one that I gave my daughter, I got that one for $5. No, I bought them. But there is a beach here in California called Glass Beach over by Big Sur, where you can literally just gather. It's just covered in sea glass, and you can just go and gather it up. I don't think it's that covered anymore. I think you have to like dig now, but it used, when I was a kid, my mom took me there, and it was literally just littered with sea glass, so you could just go and grab it up in handfuls. But I think that sea glass became worth money, and people raided it, and they finally had to make it a state park to keep people from going down and gathering it up so much. So I think it's pretty scarce now, but you can get jade at that beach. And I think they made it a state beach for that purpose, because people were just raiding it. Oh, you're welcome. If the big one wasn't packed, I'd show you it, because it's just enormous and full, clear full, all the way to the top of that. The lip is about that high, because the rest of it is all sea glass. Yeah, it was a cool beach when I was a kid. There's a lot over in that area. If you ever make it to California, go to Paso Robles, and I mean, everybody says go to Monterey and Pacific Grove and all those. And if you want to go to little shops and Carmel and all that, if you want to go to little shops and spend a hell of a lot of money, then, you know, that's the destination. But if you want to go see some sights, Big Sur, Paso Robles. In Paso Robles, there are tide pools you can't believe. Just the most amazing creatures in them. Sea anemones, these little, I don't even know what they're called, but these little animals that are a type of sea anemone with these long tendrils that come out that look just like seaweed, but they're animals. And they've got a little shell, a hard shell on the bottom, and then these tendrils that come out. And they get washed into these tide pools. And they just, when the tide goes out, they sit in there until the tide comes back in and takes them back out again. But they're just amazing little creatures. There's all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, I love things. Shakti, calm down, man. Everybody in this channel hugs each other, but we don't need to advertise it, okay? Everybody, I mean, California is a nice place to visit, but I'm tired of living in it. I'll be honest with you. I'm ready to go. It's so expensive to live here, and the crime has just become insane, insane. In this little place I live, which is not a huge town, it's just a little town, the population has gone insane, especially since all the fires, because people have had to relocate. So the population's gone insane, and the crime has literally doubled in the 4 years I've been here. It's insane. I mean, honestly, there used to be, you know, thefts and burglaries here and there, and now there's rapes and murders, and oh, the suicide rate has just doubled, literally doubled in the last 2 years. It's just insane. It really is. Oh my gosh, you went to Pebble Beach? Sea lions are crazy out there. Where are you, Sea Willow? And welcome, by the way. I didn't see you come in. Hi, little bunny. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, crime is crazy. California is notorious for crime and extremely high rent. They are big, and the walruses are even bigger. If you go on the 17-mile drive out of Monterey, they have beach areas you can pull off into and kind of walk to the beach, and they have these huge walruses that are just absolutely enormous. You can't believe how big they are, because you see them on TV and they look big, you know, they look big, but you don't realize just how big they are. They're enormous. Oh, you were born in Riverside. Okay. Asheville, North Carolina. Okay. And people are moving there from California. People are moving all over to get out. Oh, you're eating dinner. You had a little wobble, bunny? Did Dangerous leave? And I missed it? She can barely remember things daily. I can't remember anything if I don't write it down. So, you know, a lot of people are moving to Idaho and Arkansas and just anywhere to get out of California, because it's gone insane. I mean, and the whole state is like that. We live in one of the least expensive areas in the state, and our rent is through the roof. In one of the least expensive areas in the state, our rent is through the roof. It's insane the amount of rent they charge in this state, especially opposed to where we're going. I mean, for what we're paying here, we'd have a glorious freaking home where we're going. Yeah, they do. That's the worst part, Sea Willow. They do. I'm sure she's okay, Bunny. She was just worn out. She just stopped in and she was doing good. I think she just needs to rest a little. I like that June bug. I was gonna say, Dagnabbit. Keep turning off my exterior camera so I can't tell if I'm on or not, because my camera that shows on the screen is always like 5 or 10 seconds behind what I'm doing, so I can never really tell if I'm actually on or not. It's funny how it works. Yeah, got mine. Go get some, Shauna. You got that cool machine. Ah, kale and chasing baby crows. Physically and emotionally tired. I need to start letting things go and breathe. Sing again, and maybe it'll help my brain function again. There you go, Bunny. Hey, Thomas. How you doing, love? Good to see you. Glad you're here. So listen, guys, what do you think about the subject? Do you think there are white witches, gray witches, black witches, or just magic? Do you believe there's a such thing as any of those subjects, or do you believe that it's just magic and it is what you turn it into? Or do you believe there is an actual gray witch, black witch, white witch? It really does help, Heather. Hey, Irish, how you doing? There she is. She's back. Hey, Dangerous. You like the idea of the colors, Sea Willow? Or Junebug? You really should, Bunny. You should get what you can while you can. Okay, Shauna, so you think it's just the magic and how you use it that counts? And you think, Heather, that there must be different categories because everybody's so different. Okay. Right, Thomas. And Thomas believes that there are shades of gray, so in a sense it's just magic because it's the practitioner's perception. Okay, Chucky, see you later. Have a good one. About intention, Shauna, yeah. Well, I'll be honest, I used to think it was just magic, and what you did with it was what you did with it. But I have seen a lot of, I don't want to use the word black, but I have seen a lot of witches who deal with only dark matters. Dark is not a word I like to use either, but who deal with only the other end of the spectrum, I guess might be a word to use, a way to say it. And so it makes me wonder if there aren't black witches, because when you're only dealing with one end of the spectrum, I don't know. Right, Heather. I mean, Shauna, right. Yeah, see, and that's another thing. When you're only dealing with one end of the spectrum, are you a white witch or are you a black witch, depending on which spectrum you're using. So, and that's why I put the title, because can you be a white witch and can you be a black witch? And if you're using an element of both, can you be a gray witch? Or is it all just magic? You see what I mean? If somebody is using one entire spectrum and no other, you see what I mean? It's really confusing. So, I don't know. Yeah, I think it all can be used for good or bad. Right, Irish. Right, and I see that end of it too. Hi, Diary. Good to see you. Welcome. I just see, I always think, oh, it's just magic, and you know what you do with it is what you do with it. But at the same time, I start feeling like, what if you honor just one spectrum, one end of the spectrum, then does that make you this? So I guess it could be both ways, right? If it's magic, it's just magic, but if you're honoring one end of the spectrum, yes, it's just magic, but still you could be considered that. I guess it's really the same thing either way, I would assume. Okay, Shauna, see you in a minute. Wow, Diary, really? That name came to me in a meditation in 1993, I think. And it was my magical name that came to me in a meditation. And here I am alive. Very true, Thomas. Very true. Hi, Sun Media. Welcome. That's okay, Dangerous. It's okay. We were just talking about magic and how it could be used for either spectrum. I hate using the words light or dark or gray, but I suppose if it's used, it's really the same thing. You know, it's just magic, but whatever you choose to do with it makes it light, dark, or gray. But it's just magic. We were trying to come to a conclusion of what is it? What are you as a witch when you use magic? Are you a white witch, a black witch, or a gray witch? And it really comes down to whether or not it's just the magic or it's a label. And we've concluded that it's just the magic, and what you do with it is your decision. It's up to the practitioner how they work it. And I guess it's also up to the practitioner what they're classified as then, isn't it? Really. No, Sea Willow. It's not always not good. If I had to give myself a label, if I had to, if there was no other choice, if somebody said, you have to pick one, dark, light, or gray, if you had to, I would pick gray, because I work both ends of the spectrum depending on what's needed. So no, there's nothing wrong with dark, when you need it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I agree with you, Heather. I agree with you 100%. Right, Dangerous. And Shauna said the same thing, that she would say she was white. I just feel like for me, there's a time when you have to be, when I feel I have to be is what I should say. Not when you have to be, but when I feel I have to be something other than white. And I'll stop there. There are times I feel that way. Although I did tell you all about a time that it ended up being that I didn't take it too far. I ended up wording things wrong and ended up messing myself up in the process by wording things in a wrong way because I was in a hurry. So that happens as well if you're not careful. You would pick green. Yeah, because of the herbs. I totally get that too. Very true, Heather. That's why I would say gray. And as far as fire goes, I'm totally with you, Thomas. I'm totally with you. Candles are probably the biggest part of my workings. Even when I make an oil, and I didn't mention that in my last video, and I feel really guilty about that, because even when I make an oil or a spell jar or whatever I make, I seal it with a candle. I use candles probably, yeah, with everything I do, I use a candle. With everything I do, I use a candle. So fire is, and ever since I found out what that saltpeter does, I use that. I've used that like crazy. I use my own incense quite often on charcoal discs. I'm a fire girl. Yeah, I'm a fire girl. Although I will say this, you're just new to all this, Dangerous. I will say this, I am anxious to get to the ocean again because I grew up around the ocean. So I'm anxious to get to the ocean again because when I grew up around the ocean, I wasn't working. I wasn't doing workings. I wasn't a practicing witch. So I didn't get to work with the ocean. So I'll have that water element as well. So I think that'll kind of balance me out. I'm just really anxious to get that experience. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to come of it. I do like that sparkly pizzazz. Wasn't that awesome? Did you guys see that video? Afternoon coffee with candy. I love coffee. I can't help it. Shauna, did you use your new machine that you're borrowing? Did you get to use that? Because I am so jelly if you did. I agree, Heather. I miss the ocean so much. In fact, I still have sand from the ocean where I used to live. I still have some sand from there. Steampunk. What are we talking about? Oh, Phantom Punk. Okay. Welcome, Phantom. Good to have you here. Yeah, I still have some sand from the ocean where I used to live, and I use it sparingly because it's what I have. But I think my sister-in-law is coming to visit next month. So before we ship out, so I'm going to ask her to bring me some more if she can. Hopefully in a big jar. Oh, okay, okay. And you have a love for steampunk? Oh my gosh, Dangerous. Have you seen the steampunk tarot? Do you have it? I bet you do, Shauna. Ah, you stinker. I have a little one. I have a little espresso machine, but it's just not good. Hey, Sun Media. How you doing? And welcome. Glad to have you here. Oh, you do have it. That's awesome. Okay, Heather. I could do that. We still got to figure out how we're going to get that greenhouse to you, too. I haven't even taken it down yet. A.m. seawater. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Tangerine. Hey, Mandy, welcome. Tangerine just turned me onto a deck and I ordered it. She said if you're an empath, it's one of the best decks in the world to have, and it's one she uses. It's called the Energy Oracle cards. And I ordered it because I am an empath, and I thought if it's a good deck, I want a good deck for, you know, for an empath. I need a good deck. So, and I am an empath. In fact, Dangerous, the other day you did a reading on a mutual friend of ours, and you were talking about how she should let go of somebody hurt her feelings and didn't mean to, and she should let go of that. And I knew exactly who hurt her feelings just because I could feel it. Do you know what I'm talking about, Dangerous? I'm sorry, I'm catching up on chat right quick, guys. Oh, that's awesome, Shauna. You use the water when you cast circles? Yeah, they're not super expensive either, Diary. Those cards, I think they were $16, maybe 15 or 16, somewhere in there. Red Letter Media. I'll have to check that out, Phantom. If I don't write it down, I'll forget, though. Dangerous, have you heard of those cards? The Energy Oracle cards? Or did she leave again? Mandy, I absolutely loved your video the other day on the Michaels. 2 for, buy one, get 2 free. Diary of the Mind, I do use lemons. Quite often, actually, and especially in waters that I'm making, like my altar waters and that kind of stuff. I use lemons, but you have to use those waters quickly. I mean, the citrus in them can make them last a little longer. Having the citrus, because it's citric acid, so they can last a little longer than normal, just plain water. But they still don't last, you know, forever, so you have to use them fairly quickly. Okay, little bunny. We'll be here. Sleep well if you fall asleep. Who did I miss? Oh, Okay. Her videos cheer me up too. I love it. And it was so fun watching her try to get that case open the other day. Bless your heart, Mandy. You tried so hard. I felt so bad for you. I wanted to reach through there and help you so bad. I felt so bad for you. I was like, push it, push it. And you were pushing down and I was trying to explain, but it was so hard to get it explained. You're the wolf, Mandy. Comic relief. Oh, I felt so bad for you though. It was terrible. And that little baby you watch, I can't remember his name. Aiden? Is his name Aiden? I can't remember his name, but he is so sweet. What a sweetheart. I loved how he kept showing us stuff on the camera. That was the sweetest thing. He is adorable. You did it. Yes, you did. Oh my gosh, it was so glorious when you finally got it open. I was just like, yes. Oh, Abram. That's right, Abram. Oh, he's adorable. He's so cute. And I'm so glad that works for you, you know, watching your ex-husband's son. I'm so glad that you guys have a good relationship where you can do that, because sometimes that's so sticky you can't even communicate. I mean, that's how my ex-husband and I are. We can't even communicate, and it's terrible. So I love that you have that type of relationship. That's such a blessing. I know he was. It was adorable. Oh my gosh, he was so cute. I'm so jealous y'all have Michaels and all that stuff. I've got a Walmart. And not that Walmart's bad. I mean, I will say this. I got this big tub of paint for my Book of Shadows. And I got this for $8, which I thought was a really good deal, because the tall bottles are $2.50 each. The bottles like this are $2.50 each. So 4 of these is $10. So I thought that big tub for $8 was really a good deal. I mean, once you factor in taxes and everything, you're paying almost $12 for 4 of those. So I thought that was a really good deal. Not really a practitioner of witchcraft, but I have a love spell. Dark chocolate red roses, a genuine smile with a copy of the notebook. Boom. No, you're right. You're right. Don't joke. That's the truth. You're right, Phantom. That's strong magic right there. Mandy's right. Yeah, that was a steal. I thought that was a great deal. Yeah, Shauna, I thought that was great. I was really impressed, because I've been spending $2.50 on those little ones, and I'm using them up like crazy. Oh, you're so lucky, Junebug. I have to drive. So my Walmart is right there, just up the street from me, but I have to drive all the way around to get to the dollar store, which is not that far away, but I'd rather just go up the street. I get in trouble when I go to the dollar store. I always get in trouble when I go to the dollar store. Although, you know, they've been out of candles, pillar candles, for like the last 2 weeks. I'm so aggravated because, yeah, you don't have to ask me, Heather, hit it. You bet. Yeah, I always like to make sure everybody gets their time in. For sure, for sure, for sure. Um, but the dollar store's been out of pillar candles, and I've been having to spend a lot more than I like to, and I finally just quit buying them for a while because I don't know what else to do. But I'm not spending $2.50 on a candle that I can get for 99 cents. So I've been holding off. Antihistamines. Oh, I love thrift stores. That's another thing I have to really watch myself at too. Oh, gosh, Mandy, that sucks. You do know, Mandy, that the full moon runs for 3 days, well, 2 days before and 2 days after. Yeah, I hit up the Dollar Tree usually for $1, but we don't have a Tom Thumb here, so you can actually get them at Walmart. The problem with Walmart is they don't have the peel off thing. They only have the religious candles, and they're painted, so I can't peel the sticker off. And I know I could still repurpose and enchant them. I just don't like them. I'm picky. I just don't like them. What are they? What I miss? Tried using nettles. Yeah, I wonder that too, Junebug. How do you harvest them without them getting you? Bye, Heather. Love you. You do need to do a witchy haul, Shauna. I love witchy hauls. I get to do one on Tuesday. I'm so excited. It's not huge, but it's a witchy haul. Hi, Buzz. I didn't even see you come in, love. Just gloves? I was always afraid they'd go right through the gloves. How do people tell when they're watching their live stream? How do people tell how many thumbs up they have? People are always saying, I've got this many thumbs up. And I don't know how they tell because I can't see my thumbs up. Oh, it does go through the gloves. But you know what? I suppose we could get those kind that is they got the leather pad on the bottom. I suppose you could get those kind of gardening gloves. That's what I would try. Maybe getting those kind that are leather on the bottom. Oh my gosh, Mandy. Did you get any? Yeah, I guess I'm not going to worry about them either. I really don't until I'm done, and then I see that I've got all these viewers, so it doesn't really matter, right? I don't care. As bad as if you just use your hands. Yeah, very true. I hear such good things about nettle, and I've never had any. I did get some eucalyptus the other day from my sister-in-law, which was awesome. I was so happy to get those because she's been going to send them to me for a while, and I was so happy to get them. I have eucalyptus oil, but it's not the same. Bye, diary. I'm so glad you stopped by. I hope to see you again, love. Okay, Shauna. Hey, guys. Is it cool if I go grab some coffee? I promise I'll be right back. I promise, I promise. I'll hurry. Okay, I'll hurry. Hurried. Okay. Oh, coffee is great. I love my coffee. Nettle tea with honey in it. Okay. I love trying new things. You've got a patch you can harvest them from near you, Siba? Oh my gosh. Buzz, you got them all over? Poor man's cabbage. You can eat them? I didn't know you could eat them. Poor man's cabbage. Oh my gosh, I would love to try them. Now my dad, we used to have some area out in the country in Central California where the whole place was covered in these weeds, and I was just like, weeds everywhere. And my dad went out one day with a little knife and started cutting the leaves off all these weeds, and I was like, what are you doing? And he said, I'm cutting these greens and we're gonna have them for dinner. And I was like, why would you cut the leaves off the weeds to eat for dinner? And he said, these are mustard greens. These are mustard plants. And I said, these are mustard greens, because we'd had mustard greens a few times, but I didn't know those were mustard plants. And so he was, and they were everywhere, you guys. They were just everywhere, these mustard plants. I didn't know that. Well, I never knew that. I never knew you could eat them. Wow. Hey, Pat. You boil them like cabbage. I'll have to try that. I will have to try that someday. I'm hoping that they grow in Texas because it would be nice to find my own patch. The only ones I've ever found, the only ones I've ever heard of trying to be able to get were up at my sister-in-law's, so I'm hoping she'll bring me a batch. I heard about nettles and arthritis. I've also heard about nettles and stomach problems, but I never knew you could cook them and eat them. I never knew that, which is probably what I was hearing about stomach problems. A vinegar from them too? I never knew all that. Now, nettle tea is what I thought you used them for. I didn't know you could use them for anything else. That's so interesting. I love trying new things, you guys. I really, really do. Oh, well, they probably won't grow in where I'm going then, because it gets really hot and super humid there. Oh, it's not Pat, it's Shauna. Okay. Oh, I see. Yes, Phantom, ask anything. I am too, Mandy. I drink coffee all the time. Yeah, now I drink dandelion tea. And I would love to learn how to make dandelion wine. I'm always going to ask Espen, but I always forget. Yes, Phantom, I'm pretty much an open book. I don't hide a lot. I'm very out of the closet, so. I mean, there's some things I won't answer, but most things I'm good about. Are you going to ask why I wear 2 sets of glasses? It's because I'm double blind. I always wonder, ever since I was a kid, do witches really get together and perform rituals naked like in some of those exploitation films? Yes. Some covens do actually get together and perform rituals with no clothing. I'm personally not in a coven and don't know in a personal way anyone who is. But yes, there are covens that do get together and perform in the buff rituals. I only know that because I went to a pagan group for a while that wanted me to go up north with them to a get-together. And they said that some people there perform skyclad, which means naked, in the ritual services. And that was what persuaded me not to go. Because I'm just not interested in. It wasn't so much that I had to participate that way, because I didn't, but I was uncomfortable with the fact that there would be other people performing that way, so I did not go. So yes, there are people that get together and have rituals and perform skyclad, which is naked. So yes, there are. Hey, Espen. How you doing, hun? Good to see you. Hey, Willowwind, I didn't see you come in. Welcome. Excuse me. Aw, bless your heart, Bucky. Thank you so much. You missed Dangerous. She was in here a few minutes ago. And she had to go already. But I appreciate you, Bucky. Thank you so much. That's good to hear, Espen. I'm so glad. How's your back treating you? Yeah. Yeah, Mandy. You bet, Phantom. Yeah, I wouldn't either, but there are many who do. So, I mean, I don't knock it because I know that's part of the ritual, and I will be honest, I have done it myself in private, my solitary practice. Um, but it's private. It's myself and my goddess. Um, it treats you good. That's awesome to hear, Espen. But Skyclad. But that's private, and that's my own. It's myself and my goddess. It's not myself, my goddess, and 12 other people, or 40 other people in the case of that group that I was being offered to go with for summer solstice. That was way beyond what I wanted to be involved in. Really, Willowwind? I had been offered to go to one. Phantom asked if that was true and that witches actually did that. And I told him, yes, they do. But I personally had never done that. And I was invited, but I felt, I don't know why the thought made me uncomfortable, to be honest with you, because that was then. I don't think I would feel that way now, but back then I felt extremely uncomfortable with the thought. So I didn't go. I don't think now I would feel quite as uncomfortable because I'm a lot older, and I think I would be more curious to see how the group did a festival. I don't know. I really don't know until the opportunity presented itself how I would feel. What kind of flying oil? Who knows what could happen? Mandy? I missed her going too, Thomas, but I do know that she's going to be on later. I mod for her group, and she did warn me that she would be on later, and I told her I'd try to be there, so. Mandy. Hey, Livin', there you are. How you doing, girl? We were having a chat earlier about white witches, gray witches, black witches, or just magic. And we all kind of came to the assumption that it's just magic and it's kind of what you do with it. But each witch calls themselves something. Not every witch, but many witches call themselves something or look at themselves a certain way. And that's kind of what we came to the conclusion of. But that was a while ago. We've been on for, oh my goodness, guys, we've been on for an hour and a half. It doesn't even feel like that, does it? We've been talking so well. Pagan campground that was clothing optional. My youngest son was about 10, and everyone was very natural about it. It didn't seem different. Oh, I guess, see, that would be cool if everyone was. This group was not like that. This group was talking, they made me uncomfortable, the way they were talking about it. They were talking about open sex magic, skyclad ritual, don't be surprised at anything you see. You know, they were making it sound obscene, as though it might get obscene. And I just was so uncomfortable with the thought of, it was the sex magic that made me uncomfortable. And they were talking about multiple partners. And I just thought, that's just not something I was, see, I said maybe now I would reconsider, but I don't think that I would. With the words they were using, I don't think that I would reconsider. It just made me extremely uncomfortable. And it was at a campground too, but it was a private property type of campground. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jen. I was just really uncomfortable with the thought. I think had they said it was just going to be the summer solstice with skyclad participants if they chose to be, I might have been okay. I don't know. I was fairly young, so I may not have been okay, but I might have been. But they were throwing out other words and drug use, and I just was so uncomfortable with the thought. I just couldn't go. I just couldn't go. And I'm married, and my husband doesn't participate, so that was also making me uncomfortable. Hey, Moss, how you doing, honey? Welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, it was pretty scary, Phantom. Odd lot, perhaps. Yeah, they were a very odd lot. And you know, I'll be honest with you. After that, I didn't go to any gatherings that they had, just because I didn't know what was going to happen. Especially once they mentioned drug use, because I'm not into all that. And they mentioned drug use, and that kind of turned me off. And it really wasn't very long before I even stopped going to the group meetings, just because, I mean, they had made me, I don't remember if they had made me vice president or secretary, or I don't know. They made me a big member, and it wasn't long after that that I resigned and stopped going, because I just was so uncomfortable with everything. I was in my 30s, Phantom, but I just was still... There you are, Dangerous. Somebody was looking for you. I can't remember who it was, but also Bucky was in here. I don't know if he's still here. Got this scratchy in my throat for some reason. It's driving me nuts. Drugs are bad. I mean, I had my days, but that was long ago. Well, I'm glad you did too, Phantom. Yeah, I'm glad you did too. It gets very interesting, and we have, sometimes we just sit and talk. Bye, Sea Willow. Lots of love to you. Take it easy, Junebug. It wasn't always that interesting. Which is orgy. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I was like, not me. I mean, I have been to a retreat. It was just a standard retreat where you go and spend some time, you know, by yourself. There's very little talking allowed. You know, I mean, you can talk, but they ask you to keep it low, like a library, and not really super socialize unless you're outside. And they have a big mineral hot spring, spa, creek running through there, and clothing is optional. And I went there for a 3-day visit and didn't have any qualms about people being undressed when they were at the hot springs and kind of walking back and forth undressed. I didn't have any problem with that. But there wasn't any other activities involved, you know, so. It's a tree, as far as I know, Buzz. Witch hazel is a tree. Or a bush. Something to that effect. It stems. That's all I know about it. I've seen it in stem form. I just don't know if it's a tree or bush. Hi, my family garden. Welcome, loves. Good to see you. I'm good. It's good to see you. How have you been? We're just chit-chatting, having coffee, afternoon coffee with Candy. Oh, really, Thomas? Are you teasing me? I thought you were, you stinker. I was like, come on now. How do you get a stem out of a mandrake root? I thought you were. I was like, now wait a minute. He is wicked. I'm so gullible. It was good though, Thomas. You had me go in there for a minute. And then I thought about the plant and what it looks like. And I thought, wait a minute. That was really good. I'll get my coat. Don't you dare. Oh my gosh, aren't they the cutest? Those little mandrakes. You know what's funny, when you're looking online for a mandrake root, those come up all the time. Harry Potter mandrakes, Harry Potter mandrakes. And they are absolutely adorable. And they have them stuffed. And they have little planters. And they have little dolls. And they have tons of them. Yeah, you thought we'd catch you on it, right? No, we're all gullible. We didn't catch you on it. It took me a minute, and then I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, they're adorable. There's another thing I see all the time that's, I'm trying to think of what it's called. I'll tell you in a minute. But he's really cute. He's got hair that sticks up on the top, and he's super thin, like a little root guy. Root. Hang on. Dagnabbit, I almost had it. It's root something. Or something root. No, it's root something. Do you guys know what I'm talking about even? Hey, Jezebel. Welcome, honey. Good to see you. Groot. Thank you, Jez. Thank you. That's him. Groot. He's so stinking cute. It's so good to see you, Jez. Groot. He's so cute. Groot. I love him. He's got that hair poking up and he looks like a little root. I love him to death. He's so adorable. They've got Groot dolls out now. They're posable. They're so adorable. I look like a... Did Shauna leave? And I missed it? Mr. Badger. Yes, big hugs for Jez. Hey, Heather. Welcome back. Oh. We were talking about Groot. Do you know who he is? Hey, Wild. How you doing, honey? Mr. Shadowmancer. Are you freezing to death, Buzz? Is that why you're sleeping fully clothed? Good night, honey. Love you. Have a good sleep. Is Christina Living Out Loud? Is that your name? I'm really good, Shadowmancer. Thank you. I'm good. I put out a few videos the last couple of days. I'm feeling really good about that because it had been a while. I've had some good sleep, so I'm feeling good about that. I've had my coffee all day today, which is nice because I love my coffee. Got to spend some time with my friends. Oh, you smarty. Buzz. Yes, even your socks, love. Have a good sleep, Buzz. Oh, okay, Christina. I did not know that. I hope it's Living's name. Bye, Buzz. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Bye, Phantom. Hope to see you again soon. He's gonna sleep with all his clothes on, even socks. That was adorable. Groot, little dancing Groot. I love him to pieces. I couldn't remember what he was called, Jez. You came in just in time because I could not remember. I kept saying Root, but that wasn't it. I knew he was something like Root. I just couldn't remember it. You know, while I got you guys in here, just right quick, I have a friend, and I don't want to mention her name, but her mom died on Monday, and she's going through a whole lot with it. It was real hard on her, and I'm just wondering if you could maybe light a candle or keep her in your prayers, and we can just call her Love. Let's just give her the name Love, and if you could do that for me, I'd super appreciate it. She's just really having a super hard time, and it's just going to get worse for her because of some family issues. So if you could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. I really would. You're welcome, Livin. Or Christina, I didn't know your name. I know, I love that, Jezebel. Thank you. Oh, poor Heather. She's having so much trouble with those stinking little crows. I want it too, Thomas. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. I really, really do, because she's just going through hell. I appreciate it. Thomas, on Skype I'm Lunea, just Lunea. I want that video. Oh, I'll have to connect with you, huh? Anyway, I would love to have that. Crows in her garden. You smarty pants. Calves in your garden. Yeah, I know what you mean. Awesome, thank you. I love people to connect with me on Skype. I like to talk and visit. Climb through their fencing. You get calves too, Heather? Really? Yeah, I'm Lunea on Skype. Just Lunea. And I have it on right now. Oh, somebody already talked to me. Oh. Oh, how sweet. We used to get calves in our garden from the neighbor all the time. Calves and deer. Oh, cows. We used to get cows, deers, calves. It was terrible. And we couldn't keep the deer out. Thank you, Christina. We couldn't keep the deer out to save our lives. The cows we did okay with, but the deer were... The cows you could keep out because we got hog fencing and everything. Hey, Maritime, hi. You guys are so sweet. Of course it is, Jez. I'll write you all back, I promise. The cows was easy. We got hog fencing and we put the posts closer together. So we did okay on the cows, but the deer, they could jump. And so we couldn't keep those out to save our lives. Soon to be roast beef. I'm with Thomas. Did horseradish come in? Oh, I know someone named that, horseradish. And deer do eat everything, everything in sight. Maritime knows that. Do they get in your garden there? The deer up where on your mountain? When you have a garden? They used to get in our garden and just eat everything. Just tear it to pieces. What they don't eat, they dig up. Yeah. They used to dig it up with their hooves and eat it and tear it up and just make a mess. Of course, we lived way out in the country, so if my dad caught them, we had venison. I'm here. Good to see you back. Welcome back, Jamaki. Yeah, you got to put up a big fence because they jump it. They will jump it. I don't care how much strong it is. They'll jump over it. Don't worry about it, Christina. It's okay. We're here. Horseradish, yeah. But I know someone on here named Horseradish, so I thought he came in. Oh, no, Jez. That's terrible. They're stinkers. They'll eat anything. And like I said, whatever they don't eat, they'll tear it up. They'll just trample it and dig at it and stomp it. And they're terrible. And Mare, don't they eat your chicken feed? Do they eat your chicken feed? Because they used to eat my dad's chicken feed, the goat pebbles. They ate everything. Everything they could get, they'd eat it. Yeah, it's spicy. Yeah, Thomas, my mom used to love horseradish on her beef. Or with her beef. I was never a big fan, but I like to use it in magical workings. Oh, I've never had it with potatoes. I like mustard, but I don't like it. Who's live? Which one of you is live? Hi, Sue. Good to meet you. Welcome. I'm from California in the U.S. I'm happy to have you. Trying to look back on who we have in here because I just got an invite from someone named Live. I don't think I said it then. I don't know who that is. Hi, Jay Kurt. Welcome. Good to have you in here. Oh, Thomas. I don't know why it says live. Oh, gosh. Hello? 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 Okay, guys, you're going to listen and I'm going to play it. It's too loud. So I'll listen to it later. I don't want to put you through that. I don't know how to fix it while I'm on. I'm good, Jay Kurt. How are you? And welcome, Sue. And I'm good. I'm so glad you're here, both of you. We are just kind of chatting and visiting and having coffee with Candy today, or Lunea, whichever's easier to say. I'm just enjoying the company of friends and hanging out and doing nothing in particular. I've been packing for days and I'm happy not to be packing anymore. I'm taking a day and just relaxing. It didn't disturb the chat. I was going to play it, but it got too loud, so I decided to do it later. Name that TV show. That's funny.
That's funny. Shiny space suits. I don't know that I'd ever put one on. I'd be so afraid. Because you know how they're a one piece? I have a very big phobia about one piece anything. I don't know why, but I have a phobia about that. It's silly, I know, but I do. I have a big phobia. I don't want to be in something that you can't just kind of gently get out of. I don't know what it is. And David Hasselhoff. So my book is coming along nicely, don't you guys think? Can you see it? I've decided to do white pages instead of black ones, only because I want to be able to write in them. I've decided to use it kind of like a real book of shadows, and I just want to be able to write on each page. So I've been using a matte or matte, depending on who you are and how you like to say it. But I've been using a matte white so that I could write on each page. And I have some black in here, I mean, to do decoration on. I have a few black pages too that I'm gonna have to touch up after all this white because it's leaking over, so I'll have to touch it up. But anyway, what do you think of that? That's kind of cool. Oh, is she going? Okay. Good to see you, Christine. Have a good one. Love ya. There's body glitter, Thomas. Oh, this phone today. Hello? You keep calling and not saying anything. Are you there? Why would you call from Pennsylvania and not talk? Do you believe this? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, how about you don't call back then? Third phone call today where you don't say anything. All the way from Pennsylvania. Somebody keeps calling me from Norfolk, Pennsylvania and says nothing. They just sit there. Hey Chris, welcome. Good to see you, man. How are ya? Yes, we're big herb lovers. I mean, in case you can't tell from that cupboard back there, it's just jars mostly now because the herbs are packed. I'm in the middle of a move, but we are big herb lovers. Aw, Sue, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like my my videos. That's nice. That makes me feel really good. Thank you. Yeah, I guess so, Jez. I don't know why they're calling. They're not going to talk. What is Steven saying, Dangerous? He gets jealous. you are, One-Legged. I've been waiting for you to get in touch with me, girl. Dangerous. Tell him to quit playing with the phone. Yeah, do you grow herbs, Sue? Dangerous. No, it's Norfolk, PA. Witchy, do you have Instagram? You do, Sue. That's awesome. Do you have a YouTube channel? Actually, I should be able to just check. Oh well. I hugged you. You do? Witchy? You don't. Do you have Facebook, Witchy? Yes, you, One-Legged. Oh, I'm sorry, Sue. Yeah, I was asking you if you had a YouTube channel, Sue. Like for herbs and stuff. I was gonna go check you out. But I already hugged your channel, so. One-Legged, you can contact me on Lunea's Corner on Facebook. You can just message me there, and we can connect so I can get your reading. Let me back up, Jezebel, see what we're talking about. Are you serious, Dangerous? I thought you were teasing me. Hi, Nikki. Aw. I love you to pieces, Nikki. You're freaking fantastic yourself. Maritime, there's 3 dots to the right of someone's name. And you can, there you go, One-Legged, thank you. You can left click on that and it'll say go to channel, and you can just hop over there and hug their channel. No, but I've got all the stuff to do videos, just too scared to. Sue, come on, girl. It's easy after the first couple. I was terrified, trust me. I was so terrified. But after the first couple, I was good to go. That first couple though, it's scary. It really is. But after the first couple, I started pretending I was talking to my kids or my husband, and then it got a lot easier. And now I just pretend I'm talking to my friends on YouTube, and I'm just like, so here's what you do, guys. This is how you do it. So I hope that helped, and see you later. Love y'all. And it's super easy now because I have made friends on YouTube, so I just talk to them. But in the beginning, I had to pretend I was talking to my daughter or my son or, you know, my husband or one of my kid-in-laws. A lot of the time I pretended I was talking to my daughter-in-law Desiree, like trying to teach her about what to do. Not that she's interested, but it was easier to pretend I was teaching somebody that I knew, so I pretended it was her. It was just easier. Or I pretended it was my son-in-law. Just catching up, guys. Hi, How to Cook. Welcome. Good to see you here. I'm glad you came. Exactly, Sue. When you feel comfortable, go ahead and do it. And be sure you let me know, okay? Because I would love to watch you. Now I wish you'd do it again, Dangerous. Oh, I can't wait till you do one-legged. I really can't. I'm all chill. I'm like, call me back, damn it. Okay, but Nikki, I love you too, baby. I'll talk to you soon. Nikki is my adopted daughter, you guys. When I move to Texas, I will be seeing Nikki on a regular basis. She is my daughter-in-law's best friend. I am 53, Sue. Took a lot to get the nerve up. I am moving to a little town called Angleton that is in the east, just about an hour, maybe an hour and a few minutes south of Houston, Galveston area. Yeah. Very true, Sue. They could use some old crones. I could too. I am still learning. I like the new witchies too. They teach me tons. You're a Perry crone? Maritime. Nicole is a good girl. She is. She's got the sweetest little baby too. Well, I guess she's not a baby. She's 4 now. Mojito, huh? You know, I am 53 and I have never smoked a hookah. I've never even been to a hookah bar, never even seen a hookah bar, to be honest with you. Isn't Nadia the cutest, Nikki? Only sometimes. She does have her moments, doesn't she, darling? I am, Heather? I didn't even notice that. I do know this. I'm going to be near 1,000,000 cemeteries, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. And the beach. Oh, that's cool, Dangerous. She's a mess. Who could ever believe that? I actually am a very bad girl. I smoke cigarettes and I'm trying really hard not to, but it's so hard. Oh, Sue, you pick nettles. We were just talking about nettles and soups and teas and cabbage with them, using them like cabbage and something else. You know what I would like to try is, yeah, Mary, you missed that conversation. We were talking about cabbage using, hi Mandy, welcome back. We were talking about using nettles like you do cabbage. And I was thinking I would like to try them with cabbage rolls in substitution for cabbage rolls. One-legged? Where are you at, one-legged? Excuse me, guys. Quiche. I love quiche. So, nettles are good in quiche? No, it was here just earlier. We were talking about it earlier. About nettles and how good they are and all the things you can do with them. I haven't had any experience, but I knew you'd love that conversation because you like nettle. Louisiana. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're moving to Texas and I'm going to see you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get to see you both. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. You guys are awesome. Double trouble in Louisiana. It is such a small world. That's too awesome. Oh, dangerous. Left-handed cigarettes are the illegal kind of cigarettes. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till we can all get together. Oh, dangerous. I want to hug you too. Sue? That's so funny. We were talking earlier, you guys, about skyclad or naked get-togethers of witches having get-togethers skyclad, and about how nervous I was about some of the discussions they were having leading up to that and how I didn't go because of them. So I just can't wait to go to Jen's. I can't wait to give her a big hug too. So where are you at, Dangerous? Yes, she's gonna, when she gets her land and gets settled and everything, she's gonna start having retreats there. Nudity is optional. Oh no, it's not Jezebel. In Philadelphia, okay. Philly, PA. Oh, I'm sure we could see each other. We could meet. Maybe we'll have a get-together. What do they call that? A meet and greet? Oh, hell no. I sure wish Steven would call back, damn it. Maybe he was calling to talk with Veronica. I mean, I don't know why I keep doing that. Her name is Victoria Candy. I don't know why I keep doing that all day today. I did that the other night too. Hey, Butterfly, welcome, love. It's good to see you. You told him not to. Oh, it's Stefan. Okay. Veronica must be your sister. Maybe I better get another one. Maybe Veronica's the one that opened the door. Because really, that just happened. Like last week, the door was locked and shut tight, latched, and the door opened, wide open. And we've been here 2.5 years, and that's never happened before, ever. Philadelphia is in Pennsylvania, right? Yeah, Veronica is upset that Victoria got a doll. Jezebel. No, serious dangerous? No, serious? Okay. I could do that. Hey, Maritime, did you know this story about the doll? Do you know that story? Because you haven't been on live in a while. What'd I miss? My thighs touch till I'm on my way to being a mermaid, Mare. Mandy's a glitter queen. She'll be looking forward to buying bio glitter. Oh, yeah? Okay, Dangerous. Thank you. I mean that. Thank you. Okay. Did I show you the doll, Mare? Did you see the doll? Okay, so you saw the doll when the doll was sitting? Okay. I'll be sure they're not. Okay. Well, that makes sense why I'm confusing the name. Okay, yeah. So you remember when she was sitting, how she was leaning back? So I want to show you. When she sits, look how straight she's sitting.
I didn't do that. I did not do that. I did not do that. She's just been sitting straighter every day. Amanda is like, you did that. And I'm like, I swear I did not do that. She's just sitting straighter every day. So if I sit her on my desk, I'll move the camera so you can see how straight she's sitting. Can you see? Yeah, I know she's in the doll. I can so tell. Isn't that amazing, Mare? Yep. She's awesome. Yep, she's already in there. I could smell her the other night when I was actually on a live, and I could smell that smell that I get from the kitchen when I was trying to tell her about the doll and see if she wanted to come in. I could smell the smell. Oh, your collar's all messed up. And so I was like wondering if she was here and turning my head and like trying to figure out what the smell was and why it was in my room. And the next day she was sitting up a little taller. And then today I came in and she was like almost straight up, and I called Mandy in here, and Mandy was just like, oh my God. Yeah, Mandy was just like, you did that. And I said, I swear to you I didn't do that. She is just sitting up straighter. Me too. I'm so glad. Yep. Oh. Well, I'm going to get her a doll. They have them at the second hand stores all the time, and they're not expensive. I mean, I got her for $5. And I got the one that I gave Amanda. Good. The little one that I gave Amanda, I got for $1. So I'm sure I can find. She sat, but she sat way back. I had to lean her against my oil cupboard. Like I had to lean her on something for her to sit. So she sat, but she's leaned way back. And then I think it was yesterday or the day before, I noticed she was kind of sitting up a little bit. And I was like, it was almost unnoticeable. And I thought, is she leaning up a little? And then today I came in and she was like almost straight up. And I was like, oh my God, Victoria's in there. She did it. She came in the doll. Positive of it, because there's no other explanation for her to be sitting up like that. Because I didn't do it. And she was, here, I'm going to show you the space between my oil cabinet and the doll. Can you, oh, you can't. Can you see the space between the cabinet and the doll? By chance? She was leaning all the way up against that cabinet. So I don't know if you can tell how straight she's sitting compared to leaning up against that cabinet. And don't look at the mess in the room. I'm packing. Are you guys there? You can? So that's the difference. She was leaning all the way up against that cabinet. Exactly, Mare. Yeah, she was leaning all the way, sit down, all the way up against that cabinet, and now she's, so Victoria, I just named her Victoria, and I don't know how old she is, But I know that she's been in this house for quite a while. And she's a spirit that wanders around our house and rattles everything in the kitchen. And has since we got here. But I know she's really lonely because I can feel that. I'm an empath and I can feel that. And so from watching Lady Grave Dancer, I know that you can invite a spirit into a doll and that it will move in. So I invited her into this doll that I bought. I've been looking for a doll for her for about 2 months. Excuse me. Because I knew that we were moving to Texas eventually. I didn't know we were moving so soon until just recently, but I knew eventually we were going to move, and I wanted to have a doll to move her into because I didn't want to leave her here because I don't know what the new owners will do, or if when and if the landlady finds out that I'm a witch, if she'll want the house cleansed, or because I've written with oil on the walls, I've written my symbols on the walls, and when they go to paint, I know it's going to show. I mean, I'm going to wash the walls, but nonetheless. Ta-da! Ta-da! This is my daughter. This is my daughter Amanda. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Anyway, I didn't know if I were, you can come in, if I were going to be able to leave the spirit here or what. So I had her move into the doll. I got the doll to have her move into. Well, the last few days I've been working on that, and so I have proof now that she moved into the doll. So I want to get another one for Veronica to move into, because I know now that there's a Veronica here as well. Give me just 1 sec. So what's up?
I just wanted to see if you wanted to go outside and visit, but you're doing all right.
I'm actually probably going to get off soon because I've been on here for 2.5 hours, although it seems like 30 minutes or so.
Well, if you want to go outside and visit, it's really, really nice up there.
Okay. How's work?
Well,
Long and drawn out?
yeah, and Friday's not soon enough.
Isn't that the truth? It's just tomorrow.
It's not soon enough.
You'll make it. I'll see you soon.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, it's hi, Lizzie.
Aw, you all said hi. You guys see her on here a lot. Pull up a chair. She's scatting. I'll tell her you said hi, everybody. Yeah, she is much straighter, isn't she, Heather? Even I think than earlier when I showed her. I don't know if I'm wrong. I could be, but I think she's even straighter than when I showed her earlier. I don't know. No, her name is actually Gisler, but I think I think Tangerine was talking to someone about a reading that they were going to meet an Amanda Jenkins. But I know what you're talking about, Thomas. Friday will come. She works a hard job. She works at a mental health facility, and she has a rough job there. She doesn't work directly with clients, but she sees a lot of what goes on, so she has a rough job. Much rougher than I would want to have. I think I should probably get off here though, guys. We've been on 2.5 hours, and I probably should start dinner and spend some time with my family. But I had a great conversation, and I'm so grateful to all of the advice I got today. And Sue, I'm so glad you came by, and I hope you come back and visit with us. Oh, it was Thomas that was going to meet an Amanda Jenkins? Well, there she is, Thomas. Amanda Gisler.
God, that's funny, Thomas. That is hysterical. She got the last name wrong, that's all. Oh my God, that is so funny. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jezebel. You know what I could do is I could get off and then grab my phone and get back on outside. Awesome. Awesome, one-legged. That's awesome. I'll get that reading up to you soon, or we'll hook up on a chat. That would be even better. Aw, Dangerous. I'm so glad, Sue, because I really would like to connect with you. You guys, I'm on Skype at Lunea. I am on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I think that I'm on Pinterest. Pinterest is Lunea's Corner. I think that's all I'm on. But you can get all my information underneath one of my regular videos, not my lives. But you can get all that information. You do that, Thomas. I could have her change her name for you. Yeah, just show Nerd some love. You're a player. All right, you guys. I love you all dearly. You are divine, sacred beings of light and love. Don't forget that, Kay. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks for spending so much time with me. It's been a blast. I'll get some more videos out for you, too. Okay, bye, you guys. Love you.